sitting sideways for you guys? This is stupid. Oh my gosh. Am I sideways? Damn it. Dang it. My language. Let's see if it'll recognize it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Right? Take 3. It's pathetic. I'm really not this, technically challenged either. Well, good. I'm glad to hear it's not buffering. I need more than a quarter in my cussing jar, that's for sure. Well, I'm live and in color, Adrian. Live and in color. And maybe sideways for some of you. So I really have no idea what you guys heard from me or what you didn't hear. That's all right, Stu. It's not all about money, right? Sometimes it's just connecting with my friends. By the way, hey friends. Good to hear, good to hear. So I started off this morning in Michigan, and when I got there last night to my customer, it was freezing rain, and I asked the security guard, like, what's going on? And he said, well, it's supposed to warm up and just rain. So when I left this morning, it was raining in Michigan, and now I'm in Kentucky, and it's just sort of no winds, or it's just sort of raining on and off, so I can take that. Oh yeah. Thank you, Tuki. So I told Greta to stick it out. She can do this. She can get her test done, and it's all good. So yeah, I have so much on my mind, you guys. Like, hey BNSF, I think you came over from Mark Anthony Storm, right? I saw you on his live chat the other night. Vent away. Well, it's not so much venting. It's just, well, thank you for coming over and joining me, and subscribing. It's just, how like you come off, well, you start a new year, right? So you have all these, put all this stuff into action. So I'm always like thinking in my head, and then I had a really good, I've had really good conversations with Mark Anthony Storm as of late, and we are, if you guys don't know his channel, go over and check him out. He does some really good B-roll, and we are going to do some sort of collaboration together, because of course he is a trucker as well. Oh, well, enjoy your time off, Adrian. South Carolina, not a bad place to be at home time. So Mark and I are going to do some sort of collaboration. If you guys, if there's anything that you'd want us to see, then let me know, and maybe we can go that angle. 73 in Alabama. What is it? It's 52 degrees here, so I can't complain. Are you worried about driverless trucks? I'm really not, because I think about the airline industry, right? And even though there's autopilot, there are pilots in the cockpit, and I think if nothing else, I think the responsibilities of a truck driver will change. I think you maybe become more of a technician or something like that. But I don't think at least in my driving lifetime, which may be another 10 years, which may be another 15, I'm not worried. What? All you truckers going home for home time. What's up with that? No, I'm kidding. Everybody needs home time. Enjoy your home time. There's nothing better. I mean, well, Jeff, actually, I have a video in the works, because it's far more than I could say here, but, you know, if you paid me $1 million to go back to corporate, I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. That's how burnt out I was. That's how badly I was doing a career for everybody else in my life because they thought it was good for me. They thought I should go into business. They thought, you know, this, that, and whatever. I wanted to make people proud. I just was hurting myself because I was never happy. Oh yeah, it is past your time, Lorenzo. Yep. Well, you know, the snow doesn't so much bother me. It's the ice. So yeah, right now I'm in Kentucky and things are good. Jake's sleeping right now in the passenger seat. I'm telling you what, Jake and I, we have become the best bunk buddies. Like, he used to take up all the real estate in the bunk, but we figured it out. We figured it out. No more office, no more no more of that. Like, this, I mean, this is my office now, right? Like, a changing view every day. I love it. I love it. The one thing I said to Chris, though, the other day is I said, you know, you go to work and you see people you know every single day. I said, I could be out here for 8 weeks and don't see a single soul that I know. I said, it can be rather lonesome, you know. I do most of my time on recaps. If I have to take a 34, I am not happy about it. And the only time I usually have to do a 34 is if I go from like coast to, you know, like from the Northeast to Salt Lake or something like that. By the time I pick up another load and try to go back, at some point I'm gonna have to do a 34 because I will have burned that time. But for the most time, it's always recaps. Oh, I would agree, Mommy. Like, I'm telling you, I've seen some beautiful sunsets. Probably my best state for sunsets that I believe is Oklahoma. I'm not sure if there's something in the atmosphere over Oklahoma, but I have some amazing, you know, you take pictures, you take footage, but you never really capture it like you do in person. But it's just a mental image that I have in my mind that just Oklahoma's my favorite. Oh wait, there's one, trying to get that comment back. Lorenzo, is your lady trying to come out to trucking? Is she interested, or she's just trying to understand more because you're a trucker? No, BNSF, I actually drive a freight shaker. Now, am I happy about that? No, and I'm buffering again. Hey, no hippie. I gave you props earlier. Don't come in dogging me. How you doing? Hello from Indiana. I'm in Kentucky. Oh, Lorenzo, well, if she wants to reach out to me, I'm more than happy to talk to her. And I'm not talking about just specific to Prime. I'm just talking about in general because I know what it's like to make that transition. Well, I'll take young lady. I mean, I will be 50 this month. I'll be back. I won't be buffering. Oh, you did make it to Madison. Yeah, I know. I talked to my sister who lives in northern Wisconsin, and she said that, well, it was a couple of days ago, it was below zero. So it was like in the 30s, and she was pretty happy about that. Yeah, no hippie. I was telling them to check out your channel and your barbecue channel as well. So there you go. I think, oh, I'm not sure if you're in here. Somebody, and I want to get back because I skipped over the comment quick because I was trying to find a similar one, but I got my New York police hat in Times Square. It's a souvenir, of course, but I'm pretty sure you can probably find it on Amazon. Oh, Hammer, please, 28? Now, in good lighting, like really dark, candlelight, I can pull off 32. No, it's a struggle. Turning 50. Actually, you know what? My age doesn't bother me because I don't feel 50, except for on some days. And I have a young attitude. So, I'm not 50. It's just a number. I'm loving 50. I feel like an empowered 50-year-old. Like, I think when I turned 40, it was like, I'm done with this bullshit. Sorry, I swore again. But, true. Kathy, I just finished my day 5, 6, and 7 video, so that'll go up today. So you'll see how I did. Jesus, take the wheel, take it from my hands. I have to decline. We did not. And going back home, and we just didn't. But I always, leading up to that, I always give $500 to lady drivers that, you know, maybe their settlement was bad, maybe their paycheck was low, but if they need help getting ready for the gala, I always give $500. So I'm gonna do that. It's set yet. When's your birthday? Is it Ahmed? Something Abdullah. When is your birthday? Mine's the 23rd. Hey Eric, how you doing? Hello, hello. The messages keep going away. Well, thank you, Gregorio. Or Gregorio. Oh, the 27th. Well, we share the same week. Havana, I do cook on my truck. I recently picked up a lunchbox stove. I don't know if I like it or not. I've only tried it once. Oh, Lord. I got messages coming through. Hey, Lee. Lee is my buddy from across the pond. Whose birthday is the 23rd? James, let me go back to that. Hey, James, we share the same day. Eric, yeah, every once in a while I get to South Texas, like Laredo area. You guys, I have a hard time seeing these. I gotta put my glasses on. Even though they're little messed up right now. Don't look at my nails. I'm trying to grow them out a little bit, and because when I do nails, of course they're artificial, but I'm trying to let mine rest a little bit before I take my cruise and get dolled up again. So Jason from Virginia Beach. Nice. That's a pretty area. Right? Notifications, please stop. For real. I don't know when I'm coming to Laredo. Right now I'm in Kentucky, so it'll be a while probably before I get over that far. Yeah, I'm in rain too. But you know, every once in a while I like a rainy day. I couldn't live in Seattle, but every once in a while. We sure will. I love New York. BNSF, where are you? Did you say Iowa, Indiana? Havana, no, I was just talking about that. I don't see the date set on the Prime app yet. But I will be attending unless I'm out of the country. I have a couple trips. That is good weather, Jason. Kansas. Okay. Oh, right? The dragonflies? Ugh, you guys, I'm telling you what, these glasses I bought at the gas station, but I get so many compliments on these. Right? And they're little dragonflies. I love these. Except for the gold is coming off. I mean, like I said, they were like, whatever, 15 bucks at the gas station. My location right now is Corbin, Kentucky. Loves, and people would jump at the chance. I'm at next to Sonny's barbecue pit, I think it's called. But I'm so not in the mood. I went in and got hard-boiled eggs. DGM, hello, hello. You know, Jeff, it probably is, but I'm telling you what, I don't know. I gotta be in the mood for barbecue. It's usually way more food than I can eat, and then I just hate myself for eating that. What do you do for your DGM? What do I do for my job? I'm a professional tennis player. What do you do? I'm just kidding. I'm a trucker. I don't even know if you're talking to me. You may be talking to somebody else. Trucker Hershey. Hello, hello. Well, thank you. I think these are pretty cheapos too. Like my good prescription glasses, I have 2 pairs of them, but these are probably, I don't know, something I bought in the aisle right before you check out at TJ Maxx, where you can get like 4 packs of whatever. You're talking to me, DGM? You don't know what I do for a living? Hey, Danny. Lee, I did have a wonderful Christmas. I had such a great time at my son's. We had a lot of fun. We played cards till, I don't know, 2 in the morning. And what we did was, this past summer, we started a spades competition, because we really get down with spades, right? And so I had this traveling trophy created for whoever wins spades in the family. They keep it till the next get-together. So we didn't win it this time. Roaches, I don't even, ugh. I'm not training probably in 2020. I have too many vacations lined up where I'm actually home or gone off the truck every month. So it's not fair to bring a student on and send them home. And it would, I mean, with the new regulations for training 50,000 miles, it would take them 6 months, if not longer. Ooh, I love some seafood. When I was stuck in Tacoma, Washington, we were right next to this marina, and we sat out at the marina restaurant right there. Oh my gosh, so good. Eric, I understand you perfectly. I also took 5 years of Spanish and lived in Spain, but it's been 30 some years since I've really spoken any Spanish, so I know La Cerveza. Hannah, you can knock that out pretty quick, I think. You know, and freight should be picking back up here soon, so hopefully with that you'll see some trips, you know, more consistently. Oh, thank you, DGM. That's tough work, so I appreciate you doing that. So, Abdullah, and I can't, is it, I'm going to mess up your first name, so I apologize. So I'm going to call you Abdullah. But, this is my year that I have a lot of, challenges. And I mean, by challenges, I mean saving challenges. Like, I have a plan in place, and if I can complete that plan, then hopefully when my lease is up February 2021, so not this February, but next, I'm going to buy 2 trucks without financing. Like I said, I have a plan. I have a plan. So I don't want to, I don't want to do another lease if I don't have to. I don't want to do a lease purchase if I don't have to. I don't want to finance a truck if I don't have to. Yeah, no, Hippie, we were talking about that the other day, but I should tell you what I found, because I found some good information out on that. So I do not cross the border, so I have not driven in Mexico. Also, when I was in Michigan, I'm on Load Choice, of course, and there was a load that went up to Canada, and it paid really well. But I know there's this whole, you have to have so many hours on your clock before you enter Canada because the hours of service change over. So I didn't even accept it, nor did I call my fleet manager and say, hey, can I run this? I mean, I have my passport and I'm eligible and all of that, but okay, Ahmed, thank you. But instead I took the load going down to Georgia. I wanted some warmer weather too. What part of Michigan, DJ? I was right below Grand Rapids in Wayland. Eric, I am shut down for the evening. Well, for my 10 hours. I'm going to get back up probably 2 a.m. and drive into my 90 to drop and hook. So I have 334 miles to go, so I'll get there right around morning time, and that'll be a good time for me to reload. So Spring Arbor, I don't know that I've ever heard of that. Thanks, Lee, I appreciate that. Can you guys see those notifications? You must be able to. Yeah, no, Hippie, did you also see the talking about, oh my gosh, I can't think of the word, cigarettes, smuggling of cigarettes through Chicago area? It's crazy. So Eric, this is a question that I get, and you know, when people ask me, what do I have in the back, that sort of thing, I typically just say, I don't know, it's freight of some kinds in cardboard boxes. That, you know, using that statement gets, you never know why people are asking you, right? Sometimes they're really just inquisitive and interested, but other times there may be some malicious intent. I don't want to have to decide which way they're coming from, so I'm always like, I don't know. I mean, I know dang well what I'm carrying in the back, but I choose not to say. So it's not being disrespectful, but you know, it's just it's a way to protect me. If something went wrong and I shared too much, I could have a claim against me for not protecting the load. So I would encourage all truckers not to talk about what they're carrying in the back. Like I mention this story every once in a while. That who's the orange carrier that does the car or the vehicle transport? What is it? What is it? RNL, something like that. Anyway, I said, "Wow, that must be pretty cool." And he tells me, he's like, "Yeah, I got Mercedes and blah 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 in the back." And I was like, I would not have said that. Yeah, I mean, you do have to protect yourself, and that's why I always say, lock your trailer whether you're loaded or not. Now, there's times where, like, if I pick up an empty from a customer and I know I'm going directly to a washout and not stopping between, I don't put my lock on to go to the washout. So, I mean, there's very few times where I don't put my lock on right away. Mitch! Is that my cousin Mitch? I don't know. If you're not my cousin, I can't see the picture of you right now. Reliable carriers, that's it. Thank you, Dana. How are you, Mitch? Sorry, you guys, my cousin just joined. Family in the house. So yeah, so if you are coming out to trucking, I would develop some good comments or statements that you use. Oh, thanks, Mitch. You know, if somebody asks for a ride, I'm always like, I'm sorry, company policy, I can't have any riders. See how it just flows off? I don't want to pick anybody up. I may feel bad for you. I may really want to help you, but you're not getting in my truck. And that's the excuse I use. That's a good one, Gorilla. Yep. Eric, I drive a freight shaker. I drive a Freightliner 2019 automatic. CC. Wow. Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna touch you. I just did get done with 2 high vals. I can talk about it now. That was kind of cool. But don't talk about high vals in the midst of them, or what you're carrying, or where you are. That'll get you fired real quick. Yes, you can do high vals as solo. Now, Unlimited, it's usually like Freight Watch 1, which is the lowest of the 5 levels, but you still are carrying high value merchandise, and yeah. I got a flatbedder that's right up on me, but somebody's pointing underneath his trailer. That's something. Havana, have you done any high vals in training? He was trained on a manual. It's just when I went to get my truck, they didn't have any manuals, so I got an automatic. Abdullah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I don't know. I have been approached by several people for leaving Prime and coming over with them, and I don't know. I'm not unhappy with Prime. Plus, I'm in my lease, and I don't want to. If I left Prime today. So just to let you guys know, I'm not on a lease purchase. I'm on a lease, which means that I pretty much pay to use this truck, but I also get 72% of the load revenue versus a cents per mile. So when you're a lease operator, they put so much of the miles that you run and so much out of your revenue towards what they call a lease incentive. So if I left today, I would lose 20 grand that I've put into that lease incentive. I'm not willing to leave that money on the table, knowing that if I give it another year, I could possibly walk out with close to a $30,000 lease incentive payout. So, I look like Tina Fey. Well, I'll take that. Hopefully I'm as funny as Tina. Come on now. Come on now. I did take improv class, but, yeah. I wasn't meant for comedy. It was meant for holding the steering wheel. So do you guys know about the clearinghouse that went into effect? So all drivers will have to register in the clearinghouse, and you know, if you fail any sort of drug test or alcohol test or refuse, they have to, you know, the reporting agency, so the cops or the another company, attest to this truck has got some issues, especially if you're looking up this truck. I keep saying that there's problems with the transmission. I mean, literally, you have to, it's like this. You have to hold on. It's scary. I am married. Happily married. Michael. Hey, the Bandit. I was talking about you earlier. I gave a shout out, but I think I was buffering at the time. That's a good way to be, Abdullah. Smoke free. HRIS. That's a HR term. Is that what you're talking about? That's all right, Bandit. I had all sorts of live problems. I was sideways. I was just well, I don't know. I won't go back to it. Probably all of my failures for live are posted live on YouTube right now, so they're probably on my channel. Yeah, I don't know. And then this, the way they design this, like I've talked about it before, like right above, right? There's so much stuff on the floor. It looks like a tornado came through it, and I don't know. I just hate this truck. No, Mitch, it was not cute. Like I could not figure it out. Oh. Well, Luke, can you share a little bit why? Maybe I missed it. Maybe you put it in there. Maybe I should know. I apologize on all fronts. But why were you out of it? And what is your fear? Like just trucking in general? Did you have an accident? I have heard people have PTSD after a trucking accident, and I can see that being a very real fear, like depending on how that went down. So I'm not sure, Luke. Tell me what you're scared of, and maybe we have some good advice in the subscribers. Maybe they can offer some things. And I do too. I like my hat. And on the back it says NYPD. I won't take it off because obviously I would have really bad hat hair. But in big bold letters along the back. So I get looking front and back like, what? Yeah. And if I'm wearing my like mirror aviators, it's a good look. I think we are. So Mitch, what you been up to if you're still on? Okay, here's a test. Who knows what state this is based on the shape? I'm gonna tell you, it's not Minnesota. So one thing I'll say, Luke, and I heard this from another driver, is, and I don't necessarily agree with it, but this is their philosophy on how they get behind the wheel every day, is it's not a matter of if you're going to get an accident, if you are going to get into an accident, it's when. So the idea is that the longer you've been on the road, the better chance you have of being involved in an accident. I don't have that mindset getting into the wheel. I have the mindset of I have to keep myself safe and everyone else traveling around me safe, because we all want to get home to our families. So I am a cautious driver. Oh, the Bandit, you got it. And you're from Canada. What? Our Canadian friend got the state right. It is Missouri. Ooh, that should be a good game. Jacob works for the Mavs or the Lakers? I'm assuming the Mavs since you guys are Texas, but... That's true, Nomad. That is very true. And, you know, no load is more important than your life, right? That is cool, Mitch. Very cool. What's he do? You guys, if you don't know, there's a big game this Saturday with the Vikings. Say what you will. We keep hoping. It's kind of like, you know, they could be our Red Sox. You never know. If we win, though, at some point we're gonna match up with the Packers or the Seahawks, I believe. So very cool, Mitch. That's not an easy gig. Not an easy gig at all. So Luke, I would just, you know, if you believe in a spiritual being, say a prayer, keep yourself safe, know that you're gonna get home. Or to your next destination, and drive like that, load like that, fuel like that, because it's not just when the wheels are rolling that you can have an accident. People have had Kyle or the Bandit in here. You can have accidents when your truck is parked, doing other things for your job. So you just, safety, it's just got to be front and center of your mind. Not the fear of an accident, but just the opposite is the confidence that you won't have one because you are taking certain measures. Thanks, Mitch. I'm glad you checked in. Say hello to the family. Love you guys. So that's my deal. Not everybody has that same mindset, but that's how I get home. What you doing, Jake? You want to come here? Let's see if Jake will come here. A lot of times if I sit sideways and... Come here, buddy. He's just waking up, so we'll see. Come here. Try to keep your head on the swivel. Oh, yes. Come on. Here he is. Come on. You want to come over further? There's Jakey. Oh, sit down. See, this is the hug thing that we talked about. Look at Jakey. Oh, yeah, buddy. Just getting up. Oh, do you have a nice little nap? You see something? You don't even know that. Oh, did you just burp? Whew. I gave him a Lunchable for a treat. So I think that was a Lunchable burp. You're such a cutie. Aren't ya? You're a good looking dog. This is the star. This is Jakey. Luke, I used to stay out much longer. Now I go home every 4 to 6 weeks. Or I should say I take home time. I have some trips coming up. Oh, Here, go behind me. I have some trips coming up, so I won't necessarily be at home. Jake and I are sharing the seat. I did, Kyle. I thought I responded to that. If I didn't, I'm sorry, but yes, I did see your puppies. Or your pups. I love it when Jake sleeps on me. Oh, I can sleep so good if he's sleeping on me. If he's got his legs all sprawled out and I barely have any room on the bed, then it's not so comfy, but it's my guy. Aren't you, bud? Aren't you? He's a really good road dog, you guys. My little protector. I'm gonna do a video on how you use your dog to protect you. I think it's worthwhile. I prefer driving at night. And the reason I do is I can get much further on the same hours that I can during the day. But I will drive whatever the load dictates. I don't say I only drive nights or I only drive days. I drive whatever. So, you know, I drove all day, and now tonight tomorrow morning I'll get up at 2 a.m. and drive it. So, but I think I bang more miles out at night. Well, I've had to do it more often recently, because I had I'm really panting. I had some high vals, so I had some tough time schedules, so I did a couple. The 8-2 split is hard for you, Luke? Oh, yeah, I know. And I just have the regular headlights, too. And my right one keeps burning out. So, another driver that's on the driver advisory board with me at Prime said that he had that same problem with his Freightliner until he switched them out to LED. So I don't know if it's partial to the manufacturing. I don't know, but now I carry 2 headlight bulbs with me at all times, because I think over a matter of 3 weeks I replaced it 4 times. And I wasn't, I am careful of my hands, all that sort of stuff. I drive a 2019. I have 315,000 miles on it. You all right? Are you slipping around? Here, let's move. There. You all right? You mad? You look mad. He looks mad. Oh, where is he? I'm trying to join the Pete gang. I know a lot of people that drive like that, Bandit. Start early in the morning and then park up, early afternoon. Oh, I have heard that before about 2 serial killers. Let me see. I'm trying to get back to it. 2 serial killers in the same vehicle. Jakey loves to give hugs. Oh, well, I don't have much communication with the family, but I did reach back out to the people that helped us get her rehomed, and they said that she seems to be very happy and the family's happy with her. So that girl's got a lot of energy. I bet they declined the ride too. Yes. And who's to say? Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I won't say it about truck drivers. Yeah, I think she is. I mean, I'm glad I took a lot of videos and pictures of Miley because she was certainly a treat. But the way I look at it is that I fostered her until she could find a good home. So, Jake is a pit bull. He is a American pit bull. Aren't you, Jakey? Yes, yes, you are. I think he's still tired. Yeah, I'm telling you what, Miley, well, often too when I have Jake, people ask if Jake can be a stud, and I said no, he's been fixed. And a lot of people wanted to breed Miley because I hadn't had her you know, spayed as of yet. So I don't know if she was spayed, if they're thinking about breeding her, but she was a good looking blue nose. You know, good build, good stock. I think those are the words. Pits are some of the best dogs to have on a truck. Their demeanor fits very well with, you know, the just sitting around. Hey, Mickey, how are you? The truck stop is starting to fill up. It's 10 to 6, 17:52. Well, you guys, we're coming up on an hour, so you know, I just wanted to check in and get a chance to chat with you guys. I'm gonna do lives at least once a week going forward. I think it's a good way to connect with you guys. So, oh, but you know what? It sounds like I mean, those dogs are living to a good age. 15. That's good. I mean, that means that dog was well taken care of and lived a happy life. Yeah. But yeah, I plan on doing lives more often. I've actually had the requests, you know, sent to me in my email, so I thought I'm gonna do that. And just see if you guys like it. And yeah, weekly. For sure once a week, if not you know, twice or something like that. All right. I don't know. Jake's really panting up a storm, so I'm gonna get him outside. Hey, do you not feel well? Do you want to go outside? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's the word, I guess. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Gosh, thank you guys for all, you know, coming in and sharing this time with me. If you want to give me a thumbs up on your way out, if you're not currently subscribed, I would be honored if you did so. That sounds good, Abdullah. I'll look forward to that. And thank you guys so much. Jake, let's say goodbye to them. Can you say goodbye? Maybe he doesn't want to. Bye, guys. Where you are, stay safe, be warm, be cool, I guess, if you're like Stephanie in Alabama and 73 degrees. By the way, Rizza Does Makeup is coming up. She's one of my glamour girls that I follow. No, you know. All right, guys. Bye.